guys, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. It is the ex-church girl, Sophia, and I'm here today to talk to you about a very new subject here. And I've never talked about it before ever online, and I want to talk about online dating for the older woman, 50 plus. Today, I did try to sign up with several online resources. One kept blocking me out because my phone number is saying that the number wasn't verifiable or something. And even when I tried to use my Google Voice number, it did not allow me to go in and set up the information. So I don't know what's up with that. I tried to do it several times on different, on my iPad, on the desktop, on my phone, and it kept giving me an error message like I'm not able to verify. They're not able to verify the number. So I just left that one alone and moved on from that one. I thought I wanted to have a couple of different options to kind of talk about it. But anyway, today, ladies, we are talking about online dating for 50 plus women, a woman 50 plus and older. To me right now, it's a smorgasbord of losers. I hate to say it, but yeah, that's why you really have to, and there's probably some great men on there, and some are just whatever reason you don't mesh, or they don't feel like there's no chemistry, right? And I can respect that more than having a time waster. So I had to end up putting on my profile, no out of towners. I had people hopping in from Kentucky. I did say that I don't mind the color, the race, like that. Just no foreign men. I'm foundational Black American. Foreign men are very confusing to me. I'll do a separate video about that because there's an expectation that you are to lower your standard of living to be with them or to be substandard, subservient to them as a woman, which I don't get that at all. Go figure. But and I know here in Atlanta, there are a bunch of great men out there. Just you have to put yourself in those spaces. And that's why I'm also promoting just going out dating yourself. But during these adventures, I was able to go out on a couple of dates with myself. Like I actually spent time going to the movies. I went to a Kim concert. I went, a couple of things just by myself, like just hanging out, having fun, and doing self-care. And actually, that's another thing I learned. I have to schedule self-care because if you don't, your feet will go 2 months and not be done. Your nails will go months without being done. You want to keep some like a little polish on your nails, keep your nails cut short. If that's your thing. If you can wear longer nails, wear them, put a little color on them or whatever. Do you? Like, I think we're so used to dumbing down ourselves to be with men, and we want to fit into the mold that they want us to, and then they still don't accept you. So what the heck are we supposed to do, ladies? Like, what are we supposed to do out here? Like, they don't like it if you wear weave, and then they're staring at you when you wear the weave. They don't like it when you wear your hair short, and then they start talking about that. So, and then I'm not trying to, my thing now is no longer people pleasing. Whatever I want for me is what I'm going to do for me. Basic. Like, if I want to wear my hair long, short, purple, green, orange, black, yellow, I'm going to do it because I found out that, and people when they see me, they're like, you look so happy, you look so at peace with yourself, because I had to learn to accept me. I had to learn to accept me for who I am. I'm colorful. I like to wear colorful clothes. I like to be dramatic with myself. I don't like to put drama in other people's lives because if I want drama, I watch Lifetime, right? I do those things that allow me to have peace in my life. And for me, switching up my hairstyles like I used to do when I was younger, that brought joy to me. So that's what I'm doing again. I'm switching up. You never know what I may be wearing from one day to the next, or 1 week to the next, or whatever, 1 month to the next, whatever I decide to do. And I used to look at people like, why do they spend so much time and money on their hair? Because they wanted to. It's their choice. And people should have choices in this life. We should all have choices to be free to be who we are. I'm so over trying to appease a man. And then you jump through all those hoops for him. And then he still moves on and does whatever the heck he wants to do anyway. So Go ahead, honey. Go. And I'm so at peace with just doing this now. I'm just so at peace with wiping my hands of situations that don't serve me or don't bring me joy, don't bring me peace, don't bring me a stress-free life. And that's why I don't spaz out so much like I used to with hiking my blood pressure up. Recently came off the blood pressure meds. Woo. Yes. And that's what I'm talking about. Because I don't allow a relationship to take over my life anymore. Okay, so on to the online dating, right? Sorry, I just ran in a little bit and I got excited. On with the online dating. I met this, I tried to do 2 profiles, only one profile allowed me to go on the site, and the other one wouldn't allow me because it wouldn't verify my number or something, whatever. But anyway, I'm on one site, right? I put on their age range. I'm 59, so I'm looking for guys 59 to 69. Why the other day, this younger guy hops on. He's 41 here in Atlanta. Says he's in tech, right? Now let's decipher this, ladies. Let's have fun with it, right? Let's decipher it. So he comes on and I don't know if he even read anything. I just saw a picture. Maybe he was turned on. I don't know. Whatever. Looking for a cougar. I'm not the one. Like if I want to be a cougar, I will actually choose the man that I want to be a cougar for. Actually, I saw a hottie today, honey. He was out in the sun working out, no shirt on, and on his knee-high shorts, not the short shorts, but the basketball player shorts, the real ones. And I was like, girl, I thought I had died and went to heaven. It was like at the Kim concert. I was like, I don't know. I think I almost crashed my SUV into the garbage can, for real. So I was like, oh my God, like, ooh. But he's so young, like, yeah. And then I waved to him. He said, hi, how are you? And I said, hi. Girl, I couldn't almost talk. My tongue got stuck in my throat. I think I must have been giving him this look like, because when I drove around to stop, I had to make a quick stop and get out. And when I drove around and looked at him, I'm sure my tongue was hanging out of my mouth. Like my tongue was probably all the way down to my shirt, about the length of my hair when I got through looking at this young man. And I was just lusting. It was nothing sacred about my thoughts for him. Like everything was lustful. Like, yeah. Because I could just see the sweat. And it was just drizzling down his chest. And I was just like, OMG. I'm like, girl, I wanted to pull out those paper towels in my car and wipe his chest down. Like, I just wanted just to touch him, like, but that would be so inappropriate. So, you don't want nobody walking up to you touching your chest if you were out in the sun working out. But anyway, whew, I'm getting hot thinking about that one. But yeah, but it was so much fun to look at him. I think he was flattered because he's probably like, this old lady right here is trying to flirt with me. And I just told him I should be doing the same thing. But I actually had got up this morning and did a 45-minute workout in-house under the air conditioner. And he's outside doing some kind of exercise. And then he started jumping rope. I'm like, let me get out of here, girl, before I get myself in trouble. But yeah, but that's the kind of chemistry you should have with a person. Like, you should be wanting to go up to them and talk to them and have a conversation with them, or something should rev you up. And that's how a pastor was saying, here on YouTube, was saying that men should marry women that rev them up and make them feel like a man. And I agree with that. Like, people should be with somebody that revs up their energy, gets them going and makes them excited to be around them. I'm trying to put this candle here. I was trying to get it out the way, but it's barely showing up on camera, so I'm going to put it over there. But we should be with somebody who we're turned on by. And he said that is 100% way to decrease some of the cheating, and I agree with that. So, but anyway, that young guy is like, whoo, I need to see him again. Let me get on with this video. But anyway, this 41-year-old guy popped into my inbox. gave me the thumbs up, like my picture, whatever. And I just deleted him. I said, goodbye, whatever, Mr. J, goodbye. Like, the thing that turned me off with him was the fact that he had a picture, like he was like all off to the side, and then like he was standing in front of somebody else's Range Rover. To me, that's a big red flag. Get out of here with that. Like, if that's your car, you would be sitting in it. You would be standing on top. You're sitting on the top of it. So it looks like, to make himself look more, what do you call it? Verifiable, whatever. He stands in front of somebody's Range Rover, and like on the side, and you can see the print in the front that says Range Rover. Girl, he is standing in front of somebody else's car. That is clearly not his car, because that's your car. You will be on the inside, you'll be on the outside, you'll be doing so many pictures. So I guess he just snapped the picture real fast to put it on the dating site, and he was out of there. I'm like, get out of here with that. So I had to go in last week and put in no time wasters, because these old guys, and this is why a lot of older women don't mess with older guys. They are so dry and boring. Like, they have no real lives. Like, one guy showed up, one guy talked to me for over an hour, which I don't want to ever do that again. Like, you're only going to get at least 5 minutes of my time. Then I'll be, oh, I'm so sorry, I have to go. He was talking about his ex-wives. He took in accountability for him. The next date he had, she showed up. The lady said he was slimmer than he looked on his picture. Who gives a flying fig? Like, if somebody said you look slimmer than you are in person, then that's what they meant. Like, why are you so offended by that? Like, what is the issue with that, sir? Like, what is the problem? Like, and then he was claiming that I guess he didn't want people to know he had a few dollars in the bank or something. Girl, get out of here. And he gave me a big red flag, because he was saying that on the profile, he said he was semi-retired. When I talked to him, he said he was actually retired, which I like the fact that they're opening, or they feel comfortable enough to open up to me, but that's what you want. You want a guy to feel comfortable opening up to you, right? To talk to you, which is a great thing. So I had to get him up off of there, because I said goodbye to him, because he was clearly stuck in La La Land. And then he was like playing a game. Oh, I'm tagging you. These are grown men playing games, right? Like, it's such a turnoff. Like, the stuff that they're saying and doing. Like, I don't know if you're easily turned off by some stuff, but some stuff is just idiotic out here that they're doing. These are grown men. Like I said, he was 59. He said he was 59. He looked like he was 69. He looked way older. I don't know if he has some kind of health issues going on or what, and that's why, ladies, we need to keep ourselves healthy and in shape, because these guys out here, they are running themselves ragged. It looked like he may have had some kind of health issues, and then he started talking about the cars he had and this and that and the other, because they want you to be pulled in by that. If you're only talking about your external items, then you're not much of a person to me. Like, that's already another red flag. That's 2 red flags, because you're talking about your exes, you're talking about your daughters, your life, because now you've swamped them with your nonsense. Instead of getting out and dating people, dating women, you want to swamp yourself and mess up your daughter's lives by making them feel guilty because you raised them. Like, get out of here, sir. And I hope his daughter stop talking to him at some point and move on with their lives, because it is like these women that keep their boys, their sons around as husbands. He's keeping his daughters around as wives. Like, and he was telling me, oh, I talk to my daughter every day. Why? Why are you talking to your daughter every day? That's the 3rd red flag. Why are you talking to your daughter every day? For hours. Like, I can see you texting. Yeah, I mean, we communicate with your child every day, but why are you having long, extended conversation with her? Doesn't she have a life? Like, it's like he's trying to put himself into being her friend or something, because he raised them and blah, blah, blah. And this is all on the first time on the phone talking to him, or second time talking to him. He just went on and on about this and that. And then you have to prompt these guys to talk on the phone. And that's why they don't want to talk on the phone, because they know they'll be revealed. They know they have nothing to offer you, and they're just talking. There's a lot of talk and no action. That's what I'm finding too. A lot of talk and no action. They'll talk you to death on the phone and then don't want to spend no money. I'm not your therapist, sir. I'm not your therapist. So please leave me alone with that. I am not your therapist, nor do I plan on being your nurse or your therapist. Okay? Please leave me alone. And so with this guy, Mr. H, like I said, he looked a lot older. He claimed to have money. I don't know. I couldn't verify none of that. He claimed he lived in Griffin, but I thought Griffin, Georgia is like one of the poor areas. And like you could get a house for like, excuse me if I'm ignorant to the fact of what's going on in Griffin, but I thought you could get a house down there for like $30,000, $40,000, $50,000, like under $100,000. So I don't know how you could call himself flexing with that. And then he was saying he had luxury cars and blah, blah, blah. He was trying to make it like sound like he had money. But, okay, for breakfast, he's drinking a smoothie. And that right there kind of tells me he could be a little cheap because he wants to, make sure he's not buying a lot of food or he's not able to afford a lot of food. Like, it's so many things go through my mind when I'm like discerning all this stuff. Like, he's clearly had some issues. He said he had some mental health issues. And I'm like, oh, man, you guys went through all that. Girl, he was making me sad on the phone. He was telling me he had depression and anxiety. I'm not knocking what he said, but I'm not a therapist. Go and get you some more help. Stop using your daughters for counselors and go and get yourself some help, sir. Like, I can't help you. I'm not here to help you. I'm not here to try to be your friend and be a listening ear. And like, he was on the phone for like over 2 hours, just rattling on and on and on. Just rattling on. I could barely get a word in. Like, I think he asked me one question about my divorce or something like that. And then he went on and on about how he took accountability for a divorce. Sir, I don't care nothing about none of that. I don't even know you yet. I don't even know if I want to deal with you or not. And he just went on and on and on. I'm like, oh my God. Like, yeah. And I think what happened the next day, did he text or something? I don't know if he texted. Yeah, that's when he told me he was out for a smoothie or something. I just blocked him after that. And then the picture that he sent me, he sent me a picture of his 69-year-old self telling me, I don't know what he sent. I guess he wanted me to say how good he looked or something. Ladies, we do have to rely on these apps for these guys because they want you to know that they think they look good, right? But so far, it's only one guy that I was really feeling, but there was no connection there from him. But we had a nice date, but I'll tell you about that in another video. But this guy, Mr. H, who said he has so much money, he has luxury cars, he's able to drive luxury cars. Like, he kept talking about that over and over and over. I'm like, sir, will you please shut up already? Like, I don't want to hear that. Like, it's annoying. It's a time waster. And he kept going on and on and on about these luxury cars he has. And he was mowing his grass and blah, blah, blah. Whatever. In Griffin, Georgia. Yeah, whatever. And then he went on, he sent me a picture of the same shirt he had on his profile picture. So you don't buy clothes either? And it was an old shirt. I said, what's your style of dress? Oh, it's my style. That's not a style. So I was over him. I think we didn't even go on a date. We didn't talk anymore after that. I just blocked him. He had my Google Voice. I blocked him. And then I'll talk about another guy coming up in another video. Because I don't want to make these videos too long. But just having fun with it, ladies. It's a joke out there in the dating world. I'm telling you. I think I'm just going to meet somebody the old-fashioned way. Going to meet somebody that, I come into contact with the grocery store or something like that. And we just hit it off. Like, I just see that happen maybe at the gas station or at the bookstore or somewhere. But these apps right now, The next video, this is part 1 of my dating life online. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a blessed day.